In Suriname hebben we op dit moment ook een FIBA-coach. En dat is niemand anders dan Nelson Isley. Hij heeft 140 landen bezocht. Ja, u heeft het goed gehoord. Deze man werkt dus keihard voor de FIBA. En hij zit in Suriname. Vandaag had hij zijn laatste dag. Gisteren was hij bezig geweest. Morgen vertrekt hij weer. Ik heb gisteren met hem gesproken. Laten we samen kijken en luisteren naar wat hij allemaal doet in Suriname en ook voor de FIBA.
Yeah, you know, it's really the beginning of a special creation of what's called a start coaching course. And we felt like in FIBA there was a lot of countries that needed this kind of help, because the only way they can raise the standard of play in each country is to raise the standard of the level, standard level of the people teaching it, you know. So we decided that this course was basically created for each national body to run themselves. But the Caribbean, they decided FIBA there was to be a special case, so that's why I come to sort of get it running, get it off the ground. And it's basically just about a 6-hour course dedicated to people like PE teachers, parents, or ex-players who have an idea or have the desire to maybe coach. So it's really a basic type course, and hopefully it will lead into people that can take the WABC, which is the World Association of Coaches, can take the level 1, eventually level 2 and level 3.
And what are the items you're specifically concentrating on during this period?
Basically, the basic fundamentals of the game. I mean, we were telling today, we were talking to the coaches, that without the basic fundamentals, which are dribbling, passing, shooting, and foot movement, and nobody can play. You can't play the game without those. Those are the Bible, so to speak, of basketball, those fundamentals. So this is the whole objective, is that we create a group of grassroots coaches here that can go out and teach the basic fundamentals of the game, and that's true all over the Caribbean.
And were you surprised by the amount of people who were here today?
Yeah, my God, I was surprised by the number of kids, you know. And this is a credit to Suriname, because you go to some countries and you have trouble getting players. I mean, maybe 10, and what my Lord, I think it's 60, 80 young kids showed up from all different ages, you know. So, and a lot of women, you know, girls. And so that's important to FIBA too, that we keep pushing the women's game. And we had some girls in there like 6, 7, 8, 9 years old. So hopefully that created a love or interest for them to be basketball players. So, you know, I think the future is bright here with the number of people that's coming, you know.
So it was a very positive perspective from your point of view.
Absolutely. I think we had a good session in the morning where I went over a lot of theoretical areas, you know, about working with young kids, what you need to focus on. And then this afternoon, we sort of put that into practice, because you need to be able to apply what you know on the court, you know.
And tomorrow you're going further, and will it be basically the same things you talked about today?
A lot, but tomorrow supposedly is for the coaches who have a little more experience, because I want to talk to them about what is expected of them if or when there's a WABC level 1 taken. I know some of them already have a Dutch diploma, 1, 2, but we want to try to get uniformity around the world. So that's where the World Association now has taken over their situation with FIBA, and we're trying to get coaches from every country in the world under our guidelines with a WABC level 1 and level 2, level 3. The COVID messed us up, because we should have had basically the world covered in level 1, and we've only got about 30 or 40 countries. So we've got a lot of work to try to make up this year with level 1, and hopefully by 2023 we can begin level 2.
Can you tell us what your experiences are with doing workshops in other countries?
You know, it's always a question mark, you know, when you go into countries to find out that, you know, what's the interest of basketball, what's the basketball identity, which a lot of countries don't have one. You know, some of your major countries like Serbia, Argentina, etc., they have the basketball ID, but most of these countries, they don't. But I've been very fortunate. I've been in like 140 countries in my life, doing a lot. I coached a long time in Africa and in South America, and so it's always interesting to see to meet the different coaches and talk to them and see what their mentality is on the game, and you really learn from everybody.
If you have to put Suriname in a scale in between these countries where you went to, where will you put us?
You know, I really don't know, because I've never seen any in basketball. The last time I told Gilbert, the last time I saw a Suriname team was about 2000 in Bahamas when they had a CARICOM Junior Championship, and they came. And I was there with Barbados because I coached the Barbados there in 2000 in the CARICOM. So I really don't know, but I think from what I've seen today that there's definitely talent here, and it just needs to be worked on and create the better players.
And my last question, after this workshop, what will be the follow-up?
But from here I go to Guyana, and then they got Jamaica, Cayman Islands, Bermuda, Barbados, Trinidad. And so the idea is when we finish all these countries in maybe hopefully by April, then the idea is to have a regional WABC level 1 course for your better candidates. We're thinking about inviting 30. And the course would probably be held in Miami. I'm not sure because FIBA is going to take charge of this. And so we'll be having a level 1. So we'll get a bunch of certified level 1 coaches in the Caribbean. And then from there, we try to get level 2s and 3s. And eventually, there'll be somebody like me here in Suriname full time.
Nelson Isley dus, en hij zei het, hij was letterlijk even geschrokken van het aantal jeugdigen die zich hadden aangemeld zaterdag in de Palivis portal, rond de 60, 70 jeugdigen. En vooral de grote aanwezigheid van meisjes, dat stemde hem heel goed. In ieder geval een positieve ontwikkeling voor de basketballerij in Suriname, waar we nu meer dan 2 jaar geen basketbal hebben gehad. Laten we hopen dat er uiteindelijk weer wordt gebasketbald, want het is jammer dat deze mooie sport niet wordt uitgevoerd.